Hey everyone, Nathan Hall here. Let's start this lesson on graphic novels by taking a look at our vocabulary words. Characterization, fervent, muster, dynamic, and static. Hope you know at least a couple of those. If you don't know the others, that's just fine. You will by the end of this lesson. Real quickly, stereotypes. Big theme in this book. Something we look at a lot. Something that in particular has really affected the Asian American community. It's why we're picking on them. It's actually affected pretty much every minority racial group to a big extent. Our objectives here. How do characters change? What happens when they don't? So we're going to discuss characterization, the theme of identity, in particular change and identity. And then we have some fancy state standards there too. So let's take a look at those phrases, those ones at the bottom, dynamic or static. With Astro City, we saw some dynamic heroes and some static villains. We saw one villain who could have changed but didn't. We saw heroes who wanted to change but really couldn't. So change is a big part of the character's arc, a big part of what makes them who they are. Why do they change? What makes them try to be something different? And what happens when they don't change? You're going to see a lot of this go through an American-born Chinese. All three characters have to deal with this theme and who they are. Quick summary of Chapter 4 here. The Monkey King basically becomes a Super Monkey King. He can do pretty much anything Superman can do and then some. Actually, he's like a one monkey Justice League. So he goes around beating up everyone who disrespects him, which is kind of everyone, because hey, he's still just a monkey. Finally, he ends up meeting the Great Sage, equal of all heaven. Uh-oh, equal of all heaven. That doesn't go so well when the Great Sage calls him Little Monkey. So they're about to fight, and the monkey realizes he just can't beat this thing. So Seo-Tsu just says, look, stop your rampage, knock this off, and Monkey King is pretty static. He doesn't change. So Seo-Tsu makes him totally static and buries him under a mountain for at least 500 years. So characterization is the way the author reveals a character. We saw the Monkey King change from that banquet from being a happy little Monkey King to realizing, oh no, I don't want to be a monkey anymore. People laugh at monkeys. And no matter how many people he beats up, people still laugh at him. So he does a change and he kind of remains static. Here's some more examples here of that. If you ever saw Lion King, Simba starts off as just a naive little cub who likes to play around with his warthog buddy, and then grows up to become a lion. He changes. Roadrunner and Coyote. Well, despite the fact they run, their characters just never change. Always going to be the same battle. So here's our story for Jin from Chapter 5. Oh, well, I really like that Amelia girl. So, you know, boys are going to be boys here. Wei Chen tries to get Jin to volunteer, yada yada. It's much better with the pictures. So a lot of this just boy stuff. Boy dreaming about a girl, wants to know if a girl likes him and such. And, okay. Well, look at the end. He finally gets a date. So also, you're going to see Jin changes his hair a lot. That's kind of important. And it's a couple other questions that will come up in the reading here. So then we also have Danny and Chen Qi coming back in. I know I said that a little slowly on purpose. And a bit of jock drama too, because why not? This is high school. So poor Steve just doesn't want to be treated the way he was everywhere else whenever Chen Qi shows up. Doesn't seem much of an option for him. So a bad thing happens to Coca-Cola too. Okay, so this will be one more question to look at. Danny's behavior towards his cousin. What does actions say about his character? Because you could say Chen Qi is annoying as heck, but how you react to an annoying person shows a lot about you. And thus we're getting into character, conflict, and setting. All those things we talked about back when this class started. So a lot of themes of identity will come up. And then our visual theme is going to be dynamic versus static art. We looked at dynamic static characters. So this will take part, we don't have a lot of the shading or contrast or color weight that we did in Astro City. So here we have to rely much more on style. We have to rely much more on panel shapes, like here, the angular motion. We have to rely more on poses. You see her spit coming out here? You can tell she's moving because normal people wouldn't stand at that angle. And also notice how the backgrounds, well here, the colors are changing. The absolute clutter of positive space. Whereas when we show not much movement or no movement at all, okay, we just get even patterns going across, negative space. It's static. So static characters and static art. Dynamic characters and dynamic art. That's our theme. Our vocabulary from the book itself. We have fervent, nice adjective. Intensely passionate, enthusiastic. Muster, to build up, to gather. And that should get us through this lesson. Any questions, come to the live class on Monday morning. Otherwise, stop by English Cafe. That's all I have for now. Goodbye.